Dear student, as we have discussed in our lecture 2, types of informal communication. Now we are going to start our lecture number 3, differentiate between formal and informal communication. This is very important topic, how we differentiate between formal and informal communication. So I'll give you details of formal communication and informal communication. So we are going to start. First, basis of difference, formal communication, informal communication. Number 1, type. Formal communication, it is written communication. Usually we use definite words, sample, grammar or proper words without error, because formal communication is very important. We use in offices and other places like secrecy maintained, and so in that communication we use definite words, samples without error, and it is written form of formal communication. And now informal communication, it is oral communication that usually we speak in speeches, and it is an oral communication like face-to-face communication, like sometimes we use telephone, mobile, we communicate with one another. It is informal communication and it is oral communication. Sometimes in debate or speeches we use. So the language we use, that language is called as informal communication and is oral. Language might be verbal, non-verbal. In verbal we usually use written and oral both, and in non-verbal we use gesture like body expression, your gesture, for example, on your face, gesture of worry. If you are sad, your face give gesture of worriness, and in a mood of tension, you can't avoid, because on your facial expression anybody can recognize that you are in tension, like you are in worry. So we can say that language may be verbal, it is written or oral, and non-verbal, it is like the gesture we use sometime, facial expression, and from your face expression we can recognize. So next point is speed. In formal communication we use written communication in offices, and speed is slow, and in informal communication speed is fast. Now it is obvious that we usually speak, everybody can listen, and through social network it is spread like a fire, and within a second you can you speak, and within a second it it's spread throughout the class or even outside the class, in your colleagues and in your family or in your relatives. So we can say that it is very fast. Oral communication process is very fast, and written communication process is slow as compared to oral communication or informal communication. So we can say that, like I'm giving you example of circular letter. For example, in any department, usually when we convey any sort of information regarding holidays or increase in salaries or bonuses, so in a circular letter we have seen that it's a written format. It is slow, like we have to sign, and we usually check it to another employee. Now he has to sign later on. So like when it is oral, so everybody can listen within a second, and they share with one another via social network. So it is very easily and fast process of oral. So number 3, reliable. Formal communication is more reliable, and informal communication is less reliable, because any sort of secret, any sort of information when superior want to convey to subordinate, so secrecy mentioned in formal communication. In a written document they use code word or password, so it is very important. And while in informal communication it is less reliable, secrecy not mentioned because it's not maintained, secrecy not maintained because we can share with everybody, and it is not related to any job. So that is why we can say that formal communication is more reliable and informal communication is less reliable. Number 4, another name, like official communication used in offices, etc. So we say that only one flow, and it's flow in all direction. Informal communication, grapevine communication, like grapevine chain communication we can say, and flow in all direction. It is carefree communication, and it flow in all direction. Everybody can listen, everybody can share ideas. So it is a friendly kind of communication, and it is very important, like in any organization, for the benefit of an organization, because the employee feel free to contact with their colleague and they can share information and then work for the benefit of an organization. Secrecy. Now, secrecy is maintained in formal communication and it's not maintained in informal communication. Because in an office or in any organization, we can use different kind of letters. For example, if boss is conveying some sort of information or he has given secret letter to any employee, so he maintained secrecy and he maintained like the secret. And in an informal communication, nobody maintains secret. Via social network, it is spread out and anybody can share even important document with one another because it is not related to any job. So we can say that secrecy is not mentioned in informal communication, and orally anybody can listen, and it is not a perfect way of communication because it might be wrong, it might be incorrect. So we can say that in an informal communication, secrecy is not maintained, and in formal communication, secrecy is maintained. Number 6, importance. Now see, formal communication is cold, distant, secure, logical tone we use in formal communication, and secure kind of communication we can maintain secrecy in formal communication, and it reserved and flow in one direction, and we have to use acronyms, like keep it simple, it becomes understandable in an organization. The basic purpose of communication is become more emphatic, more understandable, and feedback given by the employee is very important in any organization. So that communication is formal communication that usually we use in offices. It is written format, and it might be verbal or non-verbal, but we can say that communication is more perfect in an office that we use. And informal communication is casual and carefree communication. Usually we use in hotels and conference rooms, and with colleagues we usually speak with one another. When we speak with one another, we share any sort of things. It's not related to any job. Okay, so keep this in mind. And unofficial, unconfirmed, unconfidential, and flows in all direction. It is unconfirmed, unofficial. Unofficial means it's not related to any job, because secrecy is not mentioned. We can share with friends. So secrecy, when we pass information from one person to another person, we cannot maintain our news. So we can say that informal communication flows in all direction, and it is reserved and bound. Formal communication is reserved and bound. So overall, we can say that informal communication in an organization, employees feel free to contact one another, and they feel relaxed because they become aware of any sort of increment or bonuses are they related, pensions or incomes. So they become aware of any kind of information that passed from the superior to subordinate. So we have discussed details of formal and informal communication differences. I hope that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 important points you have noted in your register, and this one is very easy topic and understandable. So I think the concept is clear. So we have first discussed lecture number 1, lecture number 2, and now lecture number 3. So we will discuss other important topic in this chapter, like the basic organizational plan. Inshallah, we will discuss in our coming lecture. So that's it from the differences of formal and informal communication. Thank you for the watching.